Back in week 1, the Oilers lost a shootout in their first matchup against the Bisons. Can Oklahoma City sweep the series? Find out next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
Yeah, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit here and we talk about quarterbacks in the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Throwing is Mills. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Time to kick it away for the Bisons. Here comes the punt team. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. And if he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Quick throw here is complete. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. The Oilers now set to kick this one away. Taken at the 19. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bison's offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. To throw is Mills. Quickly to the outside and complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, He's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Not much. Second and long coming up.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Motion man is the tight end going right. Open man, left side, he's got it. They get 16 on that connection, and that will be a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mills to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Oilers are going to have it just past their 25.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Oilers offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to mark them down up past the 35.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one. Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Bison's offense ready for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Here's Mills. Quick throw, taken in, and a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now Mills. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. Mills now. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 8.
Back to throw, Mills. Thrown left side, the catch is made. A gain of 17 yards. That's enough for a 1st down.
Every staff in the league that understands that we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted. The ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Bisons. His first touchdown of the new campaign. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target, but not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
The extra point is good, and the Bisons will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Oilers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this one out to his fullback.
Nice job by the defense there. Took away all the options downfield, and the quarterback realized pretty quickly, I got no choice but to check this down, and results in no gain.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Houston. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll send a tight end in motion. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. It is a big-time play for Houston. It's a gain of 34.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Touchdown, Houston. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Oilers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bison's offense ready to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Putting the tight end in motion. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing is Mills. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
The Oilers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. A tight end in motion now. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down. Taking this to the 34.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase in what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Vice offense ready to take over once again. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Look wide, get this one complete. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Jones motioning here. We'll go with the draw play here on second down. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss. And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. Tight end motioning left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to get this one on the ground. A gain of 16 yards. First down for Houston.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3 and out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Quick throw out wide. It's caught. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
They'll look to throw again. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. There's that man again. Another catch. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to the air one more time. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. It is picked up by the defense. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field
So it's a win for our visitors. That was a game that was in doubt till the very end, but they were able to hold on and come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.